I accepted all these people despite their imperfections. But I was good to all of them. They're like, Sean, you know why I like you? It's because you don't judge. I do judge, I just didn't pass judgment. I accepted them instead. I accepted them as human beings, despite their problems, despite their addictions. But they only accepted me because I was an optimist. I was positive. I brought joy to their lives. I brought laughter and a positive attitude. When I finally got disability, after my dad treating me like shit for years like I wasn't trying, I didn't even have the resources to go to their appointments most of the time. So how am I going to get disability? So I worked. People say you just need to get a job. I'm not able to work mentally. I get overwhelmed at everything because I don't have a safe environment. I don't have the resources. I'm constantly overwhelmed with the lack of resources, the lack of money. I'm victimized for not having enough money, and then the victimization all costs money. Haha, Russell Huggins type, take heart, the government will never be able to fuck you out of more than you've got. That's true. At least that there is a true statement. And it's not dismissive of the situation. It cost others, rather, $1,600 for me to travel from my dad's house to Cheyenne, Wyoming. That money could have gotten me a place, but it was a bit at a time. Every time I get stuck and stranded, I'm stuck there until I can get the financial aid to get out of there. This vehicle's expensive as fuck. That's what was so great about my Honda. It wasn't this expensive. I couldn't have afforded to go to all of the appointments that they wanted me to go to. I needed help. I needed the lawyers to do their jobs, to take a look at this. Nobody would take a look. They all used jurisdiction as an excuse not to look. Meanwhile, jurisdiction didn't make any difference for these other people, did it?
You have reached the voicemail box of 303.
Hey, Peaches, it's Sean. You called me yesterday. I didn't want to call you during the day because I know you work at night. I guess you're busy now, so I'll call you later, I guess. Bye. I'm overwhelmed. That's the thing, is that they're not helping me by overwhelming me more. They're not helping me by locking me up. They're not helping me by slandering my name and assaulting me. I can't bring myself to kill myself. I tried. I tried last January. I tried last March. I tried to kill myself because I couldn't get the help that I needed. I couldn't get anyone to actually listen who could help. See, before you can help, you have to understand what shutdown mode is and how hard I'm trying not to be shut down. I'm not the only person who's gone through this. There's a woman who literally just texted me who's going through a lot of the same shit. I need a safe place. In my vehicle, I have to worry about people being offended. Being offended that I'm parked here, or I'm parked here too long, or the police not liking me being somewhere, or some blonde woman who takes offense to me. People are scared of me because I'm different, which is why I'm scared of people. When they're scared, they do bad things. And I just want to get away from them. Get away from the bad people and go see the good people. Unfortunately, I should have known what Candace was going to do. She's got a history of doing shit like that. I should have known what Amanda and Lana and Miss Jerry were going to do. They got a history of doing shit like that. That woman who offered to pay my warrants, that's a waste of money, because without a safe environment where I can sit down and work on this shit, paying those warrants isn't going to matter, because I'm not going to get an honest day in court. I won't be able to even go to court. At Tabby's, it was Josh who shut me down. He's abusive as fuck. With my friends letting me know the shitty situations that they're in, the reasons that they can't help me, that shuts me down. I don't mind having warrants. Matter of fact, I don't mind going and sitting my time out in court and sitting my time out in jail. Because I actually broke the law. I actually did those things. I actually lit that fire at Ken and Leah's. The problem is I needed to contest the slander that was allowed in court to prevent me from having an honest day in court. The slander that was used to prevent me from being released on a PR bond. The slander that was used, and all of the fucking dirty goddamn tricks that the public pretenders did to not have to do their jobs. If they'd taken the time that they were busy pulling those tricks, if they'd have taken that time to do their jobs instead, that would have helped me out a lot. I have to worry that a police officer is going to notice my tags are overdue and I don't have the money to pay them. I got $20 in my pocket. My vehicle's out of gas. My Starbucks card is down to $2. And I feel like shit every time that I have to ask somebody for money because I don't have any coming in. Even if I had my disability, it costs me more to live like this than the disability coming in. And I'm not going to court dates right now. I'm not going to any of those places where they victimized me for being poor, where they victimized me for being homeless, where they victimized me for having an autistic fucking meltdown. And I'm not allowed to. People are allowed to snap at me. I'm not allowed to snap back at them, or I'm a bad person. I'm not allowed to call out an alcoholic for being an alcoholic. I'm not allowed to call out an abuser for being an abuser. Lana is predatory. She is. Ray Ray isn't predatory. I can't really call her husband predatory. He's just an asshole. And that shut me down. I'm not allowed to say this, though. See, here's the thing, is that I went to all these places for the help that I was told that I would get if I showed up. And I didn't get that help when I showed up. Atlanta and Amanda did a shit ton to help me. The problem is it didn't go anywhere. I had high hopes, when I left there, that things were looking up because I did have help. I'd spent a lot of time in that room researching stuff and looking stuff up, and a lot of time filling out that paperwork so that Amanda could send it in. I'd gone to those appointments at the hospital, and I was so grateful for Amanda. You got no idea. I mean, she took me to those appointments. She helped me to set them up. But then, when they got a hold of me, I was on the bus down to Colorado to go to court in Larimer County over the assault against me by the staff there at Clearview. The police wouldn't take my report then either. Their excuse was that I was medicated. I am at an extremely high risk for being abused, for being victimized. And that's the problem. It doesn't matter how smart I am. It matters that I'm different, and everybody's got their own expectations of what I should be doing.